It only works out for you if you believe in yourself. That's the cosmic magnetic push and pull frequency that you're on.
The Maxine Unapologetically Authentic.
Thank you and welcome back to the Maxine Unapologetically Authentic. I am happy to have you here and happy to talk through why things don't work out for you or for me. It all boils down to having delusional faith in yourself, delusional belief that whatever you apply your mind to, your heart is in it, your will is in it. There's an underlying invisible magnetic field that automatically draws all the opportunities, draws all the new ventures, and you go, oh my goodness, did that just happen to me? Or you go, or most of us find ourselves in, it didn't happen for me. Why is everyone else getting the promotion, the deal, the house, the car, but not me? It's simple. And it's something that I've practiced myself and I continuously practice and invest in, especially when I find myself stuck or in a rut where I'm doing something, but I'm just doing it for the sake of doing it. I'm not doing it wholeheartedly. I'm not invested with my heart, with my soul. So let's walk through this because a lot of us, we love investing in the self-manifestation guides. There's the YouTube video. There's the neurological programming effect. There is the frequency of giving and receiving. But do we actually understand the depth of how it actually works in our systems, in our emotions? And 9 out of 10 times, people don't. And they're forcing. You know, when you force something to happen, it's like when you want the traffic light to change and you are honking at the drivers in front of you, you are so impatient, you are so frustrated. That's negative energy. All that's coming out of your core is, I'm going to be late. I'm never going to make it on time. My whole day is ruined. This is just a crap day. Everything is going to go sideways. Trust me. And I did this crazy exercise. I was literally in traffic and I thought, you know what? I want to practice this invisible frequency because it's not something that you can see or that you can put yourself on. It's something that you have to feel with vibrations and movement. So I practiced this one day. I remember on my way to work, I was hitting, for those of you that know Joburg very well, I was on 14th Avenue and I was on my way to Feelings. And I got into the car and I was feeling good. I was feeling good that day. I pumped myself up and it was natural. And I told myself, I'm going to just use all my positive energy. And I didn't even know how this was going to work. I read about this manifestation, the frequency magnetic fields, and I thought, I'm going to give it a shot because I'm that person. I'm going to try it for myself and then we'll figure out if it works or not. And that's what I did. So I'm in my car listening to my favorite music and I'm having fun. And at this point, I was surfing on the highway. It was like all the cars are giving space and I'm going, thank you, thank you. And as I was driving, all the traffic lights were turning green, green, green. And my heart was literally bursting with joy. And I was going, yes, yes, thank you, this is working for me. It was the best day. My meetings went well. All my engagements went well. I stood there in complete awe. And I thought, my gosh, this actually works when you apply it without forcing it, without controlling it. Now, some of us like to do this in life. We love to force, whether it's relationships, whether it's job opportunities, whether it's deals, money-making deals. We come with force and control. We forget the natural, they call it the ebb and flow of life. Because as human beings, we are conditioned. We must fight for everything we want. We must take it, not attract it, take it. It's the push-pull effect. And that doesn't work all the time. Because the more you fight, the more you receive resistance. And I'm sure most of you have experienced this in life. When you relax, we call it when you surrender. You give it all up. You know, when you come to that point in your life and you go, I'm done. I am done. I live it. I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to try and force it anymore. I'm not pushing it. I'm done. When you feel that sigh of emptiness, of despair, of I'm not going to do this anymore. And then you see the turning point. All of a sudden, everything starts working out for you. All of a sudden, everything that you had invested your time and energy into, whether it was a project, whether it was that house deal, whether it was that next business deal, suddenly it all starts to unravel and it all comes together without you having to put that last stamp of approval on it. That is a magnetic field where people say, oh, suddenly it just happened. No, it wasn't suddenly. Suddenly, you stop controlling life on a human scale. Suddenly, you decided, listen, you decided intentionally that you're going to release. You're not going to hold on. And I know there's a famous saying where they always say, when you hold on too tight, you're going to lose it. And it's true. When you're holding on so tight, but you're putting in all the logical, realistic facts into why I should get it, why it belongs to me, why it should be mine. But you have no belief in it that it's actually yours. You didn't feel it. You didn't envelope that entire feeling of being grateful for what you have received. It leaves. So when you start letting go, and I know it's hard because I've been in your shoes, but trust you me, when you start releasing, you let go, you feel lighter, out of sight, out of mind, everything starts flowing because now you're in your natural state of being. That is where the transformation starts. That is where the changes start happening. And you even start feeling your body releases all that tensity, all that anxiousness. And you start being in the automatic flow of receiving because you've decided to let go. So practice this. Practice it daily. When you catch yourself, because we become aware as we grow, as we mature and evolve as people throughout our lives, our circumstances, our experiences, our situations, we start maturing, not just wisdom from age, not wisdom from growth. And yes, I've expanded and I've studied about my awareness, my pathway patterns. No, it comes naturally. It comes when you put yourself into, just picture this, when you put yourself into an orb, you're just standing there. And you picture you're in this bubble, right? Or if you prefer a cage, you're in this cage. And in that cage, you let it all out. Just picture outside, you're throwing it out. I'm throwing away my anxiety. I'm tossing out my stresses. I'm tossing out that deal that I'm fighting so hard for. I'm tossing out that promotion that I feel I deserve. I'm tossing out everything. and I'm coming into being. I am who I am. And walk yourself through it. Who are you? What do you love? What do you believe in? What makes your heart jump and bounce up and down for joy? That is where your manifestation comes, and that is called self-belief. When you truly believe that the timing is not in your control, what you desire, when it's something that you desire, you will feel when it's meant for you, how it moves differently in your body, how it brings a natural smile to your face when you just think about it without forcing, no push-pull effect. You're just in the moment, enjoying how it feels. That is where anything and everything should start. Self-belief is when you ground yourself. And for me, I ground myself in faith, in prayer. Because when I want something, I first have to receive confirmation. Is it really just me and my ego? Or is it really planted within me a seed that should grow and be watered by my faith? Always reference what you want, what you desire. And check with yourself. Because sometimes we chase after the wrong things in life. And we end up having to make a choice that we will have to live with, that delays our blessings, that delays all the good things that's supposed to be in your life, because we took one wrong turn, one wrong choice. Ask yourself, before I start anything new, where does this desire come from? How does it make me feel? How do I experience the moment, envision it before it even arrives? Do I believe it's meant for me? Do I believe that it's tangible? I can touch it, hold it, squeeze it, love it. Ask yourself and start feeding it those natural feelings. People will say, this is wonky wonk nonsense. It's not wonky wonk nonsense. Because whatever you put out there in the universe, in the world, is what's going to either slap you in the face or it's going to smile back at you. The choice is yours. So today, look at yourself and ask yourself, what is it that my heart desires, that I'm truly pouring myself into without the force, push-pull effect? Thank you once again for joining on the Maxine Unapologetically Authentic. Remember, please subscribe, like, and add this to your favorites, because I've got a lot more wisdom, a lot more motivation, and a lot more real talk to share with my audience. Thank you again for tuning in.
The Maxine Unapologetically Authentic.